Okay, so I just got the new Mathews ARC. Gonna set it up and just go through it and show you guys how I do that. And I had the lift before this, so I didn't have the limb shift technology or anything like that. So we'll see how all that goes. We'll get a paper tune it, and it should be pretty easy rather than messing with top hats and everything. So let's just jump right into it. So I got the new MX2. Just take this cover off and it's integrated and it'll super easy. It's super sleek and flat to the bow. I'll show you guys how to put it on. Okay, so there's this little white arrow on here, and then on the riser of the bow, you should be able to see that little notch at my fingertip. Just this white arrow will line up with it. Then you just tighten this down. A little high there. You get this snug, and then you just take this outer cover and it just slides in there. I don't know why it's fighting me. There we go. I'm gonna just put this screw in, and it should be at 0, it looks like, if I can see. We're right at 0 here. And we'll just lock this in. And it doesn't move around on me. And then next, we'll just throw the sight on real quick. This is the dialed Arxos. I have it pretty heavily modified. I've taken the internals out and shaved them down, so I can actually fit 2 sight tapes on here, which would be like the proof, but I just modified it myself to do that. And I run mine all the way tight up against the riser, because it gives you more distance out of your sight tape. Okay, I might actually have to take this out. You just put in the bridge lock and the bridge lock screw that comes with your bow. Just get that in there, make sure it's in the groove. Get it snug. And then we'll throw this through the cable. It goes through this bottom cable here. And we'll throw the Peep sight and the D-loop on, and then we're ready to shoot. Super fast and easy. You just grab this arrow square and clip it on the string. I'll grab some serving. And put in my soft knots before the D-loop. So you just put your rest all the way up and slide the arrow square down just till it touches. And then you come off of 0 here, and that will be the center of your D-loop there. I'll just throw a knock on there to mark it. Try to use the knock that you're gonna be shooting with. And probably like a 1/16 above is probably your best bet to do. So I'm just a hair above 0 there. I'll pop this off. And then I do a few knots on the bottom here. Just overhand and put it through twice. gonna do like four of these probably. And you try to keep a serving width away from your knock, so you don't get knock pinch. And I'll do one more here on the top. If my fingers work. Okay, and then grab another piece. Okay, and then I do probably 2 or 3 on the top here, above the knock. And again, try to keep a serving width away. Oops. These soft knots help keep knock pinch out of there, and then also if you have to replace your D-loop in the field, you can just put it right back to outside of these. And you don't, it's a little loose, I'll do one more. And you can just switch it in the field, and it's a lot easier and faster. Okay. And we'll just burn those off. Try to keep that off my serving though. Okay, next we'll press it and we'll throw the cable from the rest through. The rest cable was coming through this back cable here. Try to get roughly the middle, and you come through the back side and just pull it tight, and then it'll time itself and set it. And since we got it pressed, I'll throw my Peep sight in here. See if we can get lucky and find the right angle. Should be those ones. Okay, then we'll let the press down. D-loop on here. I'm always really good at messing these up. So I'm left-handed, and I want the knot to be on my face side, so we'll throw this through here. This is just a piece that I had cut already. Actually, I'll definitely have to trim it down. It's really long. But there's the top side. And I go, gotta think about this. I go over, in, around, and back through. And then you try to set your knots opposite of each other. So see how this one's on the other side of the string. And I'll pull the slack out here. Okay, we have that, and then my D-loop, I know the measurement is 5 and like 13/16, so I gotta come down quite a bit from the middle, which that's really close. Yeah, we'll go with that for now, and then I will cut this and burn it. That's a good idea to cut away from your string. And then take these handy dandy D-loop pliers and try to set it straight with my Peep sight first, so there's no twist. We'll see how that is. If it's too long, I'll redo it. And then I'll just draw it back, and the rest will set itself, and then we'll make sure the Peep sight's good. Yeah. Okay, I'll just draw this back here, and I'll point it at the target. Kind of at the target, I guess. Pretty good. And then I'll just tie this Peep sight in, and then we're ready to shoot through paper. Okay, just grab a piece of serving here again and tie it in. I usually leave this blue string on there just so I can always find the middle if I have to. But we wrap around. A little wrap around. Have you seen that? Have you?
Yeah.
Put it through twice just so it holds. And pull it tight. Same thing on the bottom. I do this probably 4 or 5 times. Okay, and then last one here on top. Oops. Just slide this out of the way. And then I take each side and I go one above the top and I tie it around here. And pull it tight. And then this other side I'll go around the bottom. And then we'll cut and burn those too. Okay, then we're good. Get the paper tuner set up and then we'll shoot it through paper. All right, now we're gonna shoot it through paper here. See if I can keep the arrows on target. I'm probably at about 5 feet. Pretty good, actually. Okay, I'll shoot one more here to verify that it's good. Yeah, that's like, why can't I, there we go. That's like as bullet hole as it gets. All right, well, there we go. We will go make a sight tape for it here eventually, and then that'll be it. We're good to go.